Hello everyone, and welcome back to NeoBurgh. Last time we completed our train line over here to link in these two stone quarries. As you can see, we've got our line going backwards and forwards here to connect in those to the quarry network, and we've actually interlinked our stone quarries. This is what we initially wanted from the beginning to be able to do, and now we've done it. Woohoo! So yeah, we've got a boat coming over here to go onto this line, which will connect in our construction material plant over here. We do have a bricks line which will connect in down here. However, we don't currently have any trains for that line. So we're literally just waiting for a little bit of money in order to do that. We spent a fair bit of it last time, and it's meant that we didn't have enough to put a train onto that line. Next, what we need to do is link in Westham, Winsford. We got Kesgrave and the construction material plant up here to the network, so to speak. So without further ado, let's go ahead and put one in up here. So we are going to have to tunnel through the mountain here, and we want to avoid the high emission areas. So what might be best is if we could tunnel this way. I just placed this. Let's remove that for a second and pop it in this way instead. That would be better, because then if we're in a tunnel, we're avoiding the emission air from reaching the city whatsoever. In fact, we should really check the height differences here. So this is at 12. Oh my. This is at 63. So it's probably going to have to come out here and then go back into another tunnel. What about over here? We've got about 51. This is a really awkward place to put in a train station. What about up here? 126. That's a very big height difference. 102. Yeah, that's going to be tricky for our trains to get to. But there is a fair bit of space between them, so they may be able to, if we check the emission zones. West Ham's a bit of a pain for emissions because it's all over the place. It's got residential buildings dotted throughout the city, whereas Winsford's a little bit easier because they're mostly clumped up here. So if we put in a line from, say, over here to come through, then we won't really be affecting the emissions too much. And Kesgrave's the best out of them because they're all on this side. And if we built a train station over here, that would be absolutely fine. So, without further ado, this will be a very long and expensive tunnel, which is going to be a bit of a pain. What we want to do is build a train line with a through stop. So if we did this with the taking into account the incline, yeah, right about here's perfect, I think. In fact, I didn't check the height of that. 51, yeah, that should be fine going forwards. And then what we need is basically a 4-track layer. And this will all make sense in a minute, hopefully, because what we're going to do is have a through line for the bricks, the stone line that's going to come through, and then that way they don't have to wait for the bricks that will be stopping at each of these stops. So I'll put the train stations in initially, because if we check from here, a tunnel down to this one would cost a cool 17 million. Wow, that's a lot of money. I don't know whether this is really worth it. We could do one train stop, which services both Westham and Winsford, sort of in the middle. And that would reduce costs a little bit. It would mean that they'd have to go uphill here, so yeah, the trains would have to go uphill for that, but not for Winsford. It's also quite relatively flat ground here, which would help. So I think we'll do that. So if we build in our station here, so we want four loads of train tracks, because only the ones on the outside are going to be stopping, and then the ones on the inside will be through lines. That'll be awesome. So we would need our train line to go through to here, which should be a lot more flat going through here. There's a bit of a bridge there, bit of a tunnel there, but all in all, works pretty well. How much would that cost? 2.3. How much would that cost? 2.7. I don't think it's really worthwhile getting anything faster than that. And to be fair, we can remove this road here and reroute it this way, so it goes where that bridge was. So it might be worth putting that in, actually, that connection there. Let's just double check. So if we were to do a connection through from here up to here, it's not going to work. That's fine. We can try and use the tunnels to avoid any emissions. Up to here, it's going to cost about 9.3. So it's probably going to cost a fair amount to go into a tunnel from here. If we keep it at like 99 going through, which is a fair speed, to be fair. We want it to stay flat. $106. To be fair, it just has to link in there, so we could literally put it up to 112. But even this is 2.1 million. It's a lot of money for what we've already got, effectively, in the way of a road line rather than a train line. But the train line should allow a lot more capacity and speed for these tracks. So we just have to try and link this in. We are not making a lot of money at the moment, which kind of sucks. but I'm sure we will do once things start to make their way in the right direction. So we're making about 8 here, if not more. In fact, this is the perfect time for us to try and make more out of these lines. Are these train lines costing us quite a lot? They are. We've lost money since putting this in. You're going down here. Don't do that. Just turn around and go here. Yep, that's going to the right place now. And it's got plenty to pick up, 177. So hopefully we can get a train on this line before too long. I don't know how long until it's going to turn around. I'm guessing it's just having to slow down to a stop and then turn around and come back. What we could do is potentially take out a loan, which would allow us to put the train on that line. But I really don't want to do that. We've only just managed to break even with the loan. I don't really want to... Yeah, that line is costing us huge amounts of money. This line is costing us a little bit. This line... Swindon... also costing us a little bit. Which is bizarre because it's actually been making money quite reliably up till now. Maybe we've just increased the throughput of the roads, and that's caused some offsetting or something. I don't know. Like it's not quite in tune with it. Right, we're up to 2.1. That's good. That's positive. It means we're making money. We literally just have to be a little bit cautious with what we are spending. This line, the first line, is not making quite as much money as it was. That may be about to change because it's just about to drop off some stone for this over here, which will be good because it should mean that it's no longer costing us money. Hopefully, at least. Live in hope, die in despair. That's what the saying is, isn't it? There we go. Technically, it's made money this year, albeit not as much as we'd like. But that should really start to take off once we start bringing bricks back for this train line. Sorry, not this train line, for the for the train line through this way. So at the moment, we're just sending them directly through these lines straight up to the cities, whereas what we want to do is use the boats to fill up a train line that takes bricks through that way. In fact, we have a little bit of money right now. It's quite nice to have a bit of money for a change. So we're going to change things up over here. We're going to build this line in. So this will be the first step of this train line. Going in. Oh, I put the bridge in, the old bridge. That's annoying. I forgot that I had to set the bridge It's a shame that you can't just upgrade it. You may even be able to with the recent updaters. I just don't know. Maybe you can. I don't know. So I'll just go to that one. That's all I really need for the trains that we currently have, and I don't think that the gondola lines do get much faster than that, to be fair. So that's linked in up here. So what we'll do is we'll do a split off from here, because that way we've got a nice long queue here. So if we have stuff that's waiting to go in, not that we really should do, it can then go in that way. So with the roads here, we need to have one road. In fact, it's probably best if we had a road come underneath this way, something like this. Our road go up this way. So if we do a connection there and a connection this way, we can then, if we take this back, link this in a little bit nicer, considering this will become our route through for the line that's going to connect in up here. It's probably worthwhile that we try and make this as clean and clear coming through as possible. So we just need to add in, I need to play the game more, like I need to put the simulation on and not leave it off, because when it's off we're literally just spending money and not making anything back. Whereas what we need is for those road and train lines to be making money so that we can actually fund these infrastructure changes that I'm putting in. Better than, you know, if we're not. So there we go. We got this first leg of the train track in. We have spent a fair amount of money, but it is what it is. We haven't put this back in over here, which we could do. And to be fair, we could have a road come this way down. So up here, where were we on this section of the train track? We need to put in a connection out. Let's hit fast forward on this. Try and get some money coming through. It's so annoying when you literally just want to do like such a small bit of track, just such a small cost, and you can't, because literally all of your damn it, all of your vehicles costs have come out. These seem to be going through quite speedily, which is good. Or at least they are up until they hit that. So they're doing about 50, 62. Having to slow down here, but they're doing very well, I'd say. Nice, we've got some bricks coming back. So where's our costs? This line is costing us. Hopefully it should make money once we start to get more demand for bricks. So at the moment, where are the supplies coming from for this? It's getting 0% transport from there, which is not good. 100% from these two, and then 62 from over here, 100% from there. So what we might need is more vehicles on this line in order to pull that through. Oh! God damn it. So this was here before, and then it disappeared, and now it's back. This is quite annoying, actually, because we literally just put this all in. That's frustrating. I suppose we could put in a line, like a road line that connects this in. But I don't really want to. Then again, it would be the relatively cheapest way to sort this out. If we put in a road line from over here. So let's say it goes this way. This is literally just to keep this here. We'll eventually put in a train line. Maybe. Potentially. It depends really how well this road line works, because it may work really well, and we may just not want to. Who knows? Too much slope. So if we put an exit there, too much slope. Okay. Right. So we got a little turnaround there. We'll upgrade these roads through so that they're nice and fast. And then we'll put in a little stone line from there to there. Which at least then it's all connected in. Cargo, road, stone, number 1. It's just so frustrating that we just got rid of these. But we've got some vehicles here that we can use, so it's not too bad. Let's put 3 on there. I don't think it's going to need many. Unable to find a path. We need to put this road back in. And considering now it doesn't actually take anything, I think I might just connect it in like that. So 3 lorries should be more than enough to transport that, considering we used 4 from here down to here. I'm quietly confident that should do the trick. And we actually have a little bit of money coming through. So I think I'll pause it while I've got a little bit of money. And we'll put one of these trains on. So how many can we afford? This many. So we'll put it on this line. That way stuff starts to move through. And it should mean that we start to transport some of the shipment from this one, which will be good, because we'll start to actually make money from this coming back, which will be nice. So that's all our money gone again. Story of my life. So what we will need to do at some point is connect in number 1, well, or number 2, doesn't really matter which. Put one in here. So this will cost at least 17.7 million. So a fair amount. And then one from here down to here, which will cost, oh my god, 32 million. Jesus. It's a lot of money. That is a lot of money that we don't really have. 32 million. What? So this entire track is going to cost at least 50 million to put in. Oof. Massive oof. So hopefully we can make money off of that. Yeah. I think we'll leave it there. We've gotten a train onto this line. We've managed to connect in a whole load of things, such as this first leg of this track. We know where we're going with this. It's literally just a case of we just need to get there. So hopefully we can repurpose the vehicles that we've got over here, and just set up the lines to these spots where they're going to be picking up and dropping off their bricks. So it will use the train line to do most of the journey, and then a truck line to do the last 10% maybe. So yeah, I think this has been quite a good episode. We've gotten a fair amount done, not quite as much as I would have liked. We have managed to get a train onto this line, so hopefully we should start to see bricks transported back from here, maybe slowly, which means that we might have to take a bit of a hit with the cost of this one for the time being, which will suck. But then again, we haven't put as many cars on there as we would have maybe liked, so it won't cost us as much per year to do that. This line should maybe be loading there, trying to load full. It probably won't be able to for a fair while, but that's absolutely fine. It just reduces the costs that we're probably going to be incurring from running it. And hopefully we should start to see bricks being sent back. Although, where are they? It's shipping 5. So where is that going? Interesting. Why is that not working? Why you no work? So here, we unload stone and we pick up bricks. Here, we pick up stone and we unload bricks. That should be working. Can this not take bricks? No, it can take bricks. Weird. Maybe it's just gotta run through a little bit. Has this has got, so pick up bricks here. Yeah. Unload bricks here. Yeah. And then this has, at this point, pick up bricks and drop off bricks because it's just acting as a ferry between these two. And then load bricks and unload bricks here. Yeah, it should be able to get through to this slot, which is what it needs to be able to do that. Ah, it's got 1 brick. It's got some bricks. Okay, let's just go back and pick up that last brick. Just pick up the brick. Okay, it's gonna pick up the brick. We will see it pick up the brick. It'll be fine. It will do this, and we will start to make a little bit of money off of this new train line that we put in. We've got our train going underground there at about 99 miles an hour, which is pretty cool. Cargo bricks number 1. There we go. Just coming through this tunnel. Where is the other tunnel? Is it on the other side? Yeah, there. Okay. How's it going, Frank? Ah, waiting for these stone lines. Am I right? Actually, we didn't have to wait too long there. That's good. We're gonna eyeball Jeff over there, Frank. Show him who's boss. No, we're just gonna go. Okay, fine. Yeah, don't mind my silliness. Hopefully this has been a relatively entertaining episode. I've found it quite fun. I quite like putting in, relatively crazy lines like this. Admittedly, I would have preferred it if there wasn't quite so much tunnel, because it would be a little bit more affordable and reasonable, but that's just what we've got with the terrain here. Hopefully we can make money off of this going forward. It's not going to be easy, but it is what it is. And yeah, I think we will then be at such a comfortable position with our bricks line here that we probably won't have to worry about hooking in the last bricks factory for quite a while, and hopefully this one will move because it's again in a really awkward position surrounded by mountains. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed watching this episode and want to see more, then please go and have a look at the playlist. It's in the links in the description. And until next time, have a good one. Thanks. Goodbye.